I'm here with Twin Shadow, George, Georgie, Jorgito. But the real question is, what do we call you?
I was your lover, I'm born undercover. We got so smothered. Some people call me Georgie. GLJ is really like probably the most common.
GLJ.
For George Lewis Jr.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we always have a lot of...
If you're Dominican in my family, you call me by my first and middle name, George William, which is George William, but that's how Dominicans be smashing things together.
Yeah, we make it up.
My sister calls me Twin because I'm a twin and I have a twin sister. And she says, El Twin.
Like, what was the inspo of your name, Twin Shadow?
There were these pictures of me and my twin sister and I. And in every single picture ever of us in a crib together, I'm always like really shy and with my back turned or in some shadowy part of the picture.
A little creepy.
And my sister's always like sticking her head out of the bars or screaming or really animated. And I was always kind of sleepy and quiet.
Okay. Being Afro-Latino, have you always identified as Latino growing up?
I mean, being Dominican, I feel a strong sense of pride. Calling myself a Dominican, when I go back to the country, I feel very connected with it. It's the place I was born. Of course, for reasons of identity, I grew up in America with darker skin, not dark skin. And I've always identified in America as a Black person.
Yeah.
Because of my hair, because of my skin, and mostly because of the way that I've been treated and the way that I see that other people are treated.
Yeah.
And so I connect very much with my Blackness in that way.
The other thing was, you're like whole fashion. Do you feel like your style has always been like intentional or just more effortless and, just you're not really thinking about it, you just put it together like that moment?
I feel like the same person who like, I used to go to play basketball with my friends. I would like show up with like a tuxedo shirt and like surfing board shorts. I just thought that looked good on a basketball court. So that says a lot about the way I think about fashion. Like I'll go back and I'll look at myself and I'll be like, what the hell was I thinking? Because it's all very impulsive.
Yeah.
But I certainly don't ever want to like look normal.
Yeah, no. So I know that you love motorcycles and cars, especially some old school ones. You own them, you work on them. What type of car would Cadet be?
This is a good question. Okay, Cadet would be like a Porsche 911 Targa.
Okay, she's booed, she's sleek.
Like hardtop convertible, fun, spunky, young.
What does writing give you that music doesn't?
Peace.
Okay. Yeah.
Music doesn't really give me peace. There's something I think all motorcyclists could agree with this, that you just turn your mind off and it's the only place where that happens.
Yeah.
In my life.
Okay.
We was just kids without gravity.
So you dropped 2 albums in 1 year, which is pretty wild. Not not a lot of people do that.
I make so much music all the time. And when I think about it, I was always sort of like stuck in record cycles. You market it, you put it out, then you tour it. And then by the time you're done with all that, it's next year already.
Yeah.
It's maybe a very careerist way of looking at art, but it's not a very truthful way of looking at art. I think that you're inspired when you're inspired and you're productive when you're productive and you finish things when you finish them. And if you're finishing things a lot, then you should honor that pace and put it out. I just believe now at this point in my career that I want to follow whatever pace I'm at, not the pace of the industry, not the pace of what anybody else wants, but the pace that I'm at. And I just happened to be really inspired this year. And yeah, 2 records was actually pretty easy to do.
So speaking of albums and tours and next year, you just were on tour with Miguel. My first question is like, how does that happen? Like when like an artist goes, like when you get to like go on tour with someone, like how does that work?
There's like a real community that is there on the Miguel team, and our our dear friend Ray Brady is like an incredible musician and producer, and he put us all together playing in Miguel's band, playing for Miguel. And it's just something that's more like about friendship, I think.
Yeah.
Miguel's amazing and such a incredible artist to perform with. So I love playing bass and
Left in the bass.
Yes.
So then I wanted to know, Latino music has been just popping. Who is an artist that you are like, I don't care what it is, I would like love to collab with them?
I don't know. I feel like there's opportunistic answer to this.
Sure,
right?
of course.
But I'm gonna go with my heart and my gut, which is like I'm not much of a collaborator.
Ooh, selfish boy. What sign are you?
I'm an A's.
Oh, of course, of course.
But too much to me, collaborations seem like this like further pushing and shoving this capitalistic approach of music down people's throats. Like if somebody who blows my mind and it's something that I want to attach to my music, I will go find them and I'll collaborate with them.
Okay.
It's not that I'm uninterested in collaboration. It's that I don't like what collaboration sort of means in our culture right now. And so it sort of makes me want to double down and be like, I love making music. I want to collaborate with my friends.
Okay.
I want to collaborate with people who I know who have interesting ideas, famous people, all that stuff. It doesn't interest me.
Okay.
Man, I don't really care.
So no Bad Bunny perreo.
I mean,
That's what I want.
why not?
What I want.
I should say this. I'd love to produce for Bad Bunny.
Oh, I think that would be amazing.
But like in terms of like Twin Shadow, like it's always been me, and I've learned to really embrace that and love that.
No, I respect that. I respect that. Okay, so now we're gonna get into some more spicy questions. We're gonna start with late night texts or early morning confession.
Early morning, late night texts are horrible.
Yeah. Are you more likely to make the first move, or do you feel like does it excite you more if somebody makes the move on you first?
I guess I'm sort of a first move type of person, but I don't know. Sometimes I get intimidated and sometimes I get shy. I can be very shy.
Okay. What do you think are the freakiest Latinos?
You mean from what country?
Yeah. I'll tell you what everybody usually says.
Well, I know that Brazilians are the freakiest. But what do people usually say?
Dominicans.
Oh,
It's always Dominicans.
We are saucy, yeah.
Yes, you are. What's a red flag that turns you on?
just having red flags, period, is a turn on. It's the forbidden fruit.
What's your biggest turn on that isn't physical?
Someone who's like wildly intelligent is like number one.
Super hot.
Comes before everything.
Yeah. What is the sexiest thing that someone can do on a first date?
If we dance and they can dance, I mean, it's a wrap.
Okay.
That's
What type
the
of dance?
sexiest. I mean, if somebody can dance bachata on the first date
Oof.
and they're really good at it, that's crazy.
All right. Describe your dating style in one word.
These days, it's just slow.
Why? Can you elaborate?
You asked a one-word question.
Oh,
Then you wanted an explanation. That's
Fine. Typical woman. Typical woman continues. What's more intimate? Kissing, having sex, or making love, whatever you want to call it, or going down on someone.
I mean, they're equally.
You think equal?
Of course. I mean, it's all something that you're giving intention to and experiencing with another person.
I mean, I wouldn't agree, but
What do you think?
I'm going down. I'm like, everything's in your, like, it's all right there. Like, it's in your face.
I think the word you're looking for is graphic.
No, because I don't see a kiss being that graphic.
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Going down on someone, yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
It's more graphic, but I wouldn't say it's more intimate.
Okay. Is there anything you want to tell your fans or, anything you have coming up that they should check out?
New album, Cadet, is out everywhere. It's really fun. I think if you like my earlier work, you'll like this one. That's what people are saying. I didn't say it. Hopefully next year we'll be doing some shows somewhere.
Hey, awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I've been a fan for such a long time. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. Dale, ponle aquí.